Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Rimworld. Things are looking pretty decent at the colony. I am expecting a raid of one kind or another shortly. It's been a couple episodes, if I remember correctly, since something like that has happened. So that's to be expected. I'm a little bit concerned about the infestation that popped up. It was only one hive, and I feel like there's a possibility that that wasn't the end of it. I'm wondering if that little naturally spawned building over on the left side of the colony has any hives that popped up inside of it. It seems like that's pretty far away from the hive that we were able to see, so there may even be a space inside the mountain where hives were able to pop up. Because I think typically they spawn 3 hives at a time. So it definitely concerns me that there was only one here. So there could be a hole in the mountain somewhere in here that now has 2 hives in there that's going to be constantly spawning monsters inside of it. Maybe the kitchen could use a little natural lighting there. McCoy has an infection in your arm now. Get that tended to immediately. Severe, extreme pain still. Very poor movement, poor consciousness. So still in pretty bad shape after that insect attack there. Wow. But the cat only has 1 leg left. No movement or manipulation. Turkey 12 just died, which I knew was going to happen already. We've got a few of these animal beds made, which is pretty good. Or I'm thinking maybe what I could do is come up here as well, and then cancel these 2 here. That this is just basically one open area. I may cancel this as well. Just have a couple of animal beds, a line of beds, and then a couple more over here. Then I could just expand this stockpile zone right here, at least as far, if not this as well. Like this. That? No. Let's not do that. Let's try that instead. That looks all weird when it's selected. When it's not selected though, you can't see it, so it's fine. Paul? Are you new? You are. Ah, rough cat. I'm sorry, buddy. You are probably going to get slaughtered at one point or another. Because we're gonna have to carry food to you. Tending to stupid, is he infected? Oh no, he just never was. Tended to. Equip this spear before you do anything else. And then are you gonna automatically tend? Yeah, okay. Well done, well done. These are roofed, technically, so they aren't going to decay over time, or from being unroofed, I should say. This does decay over time, clearly. But yes, we do have a male and female timber wolf now, so we should be able to get pups from that, and should see our population grow a little bit. That'll be nice. We have a few wild boars over here, which would be good to hunt. And still all of these boomalope down here, they're still set to be hunted. Gracie, I think, is after this rat. Ooh, somebody just took out this boomalope over here, where he died of wounds. And another one here that's unconscious, soon to die of its wounds, I'm sure. About 4.5 hours. Unhappy nudity, I took Elk's clothes off, which probably wasn't the best idea. Now she's at a -6 instead of at a -3 from tattered apparel. There's nothing I can really do about that, and so I think my other options are just to remove as many of these negative modifiers as I can. It's got awful bedroom right now. Let's see how dirty it is. It's pretty dirty. This table is a 2. If we could get some artwork set up in here, that would help. Let me see if there's any art available. There is. This guy's a beauty of 50. Let's go ahead and install that up here. We put it right in the middle. I think here by the table is probably a good place. This could be removed because, as we saw before, having the party spot in the room with Elk doesn't necessarily cause her to participate in the party. This is a superior bed, or yeah, this is a bed. Short table, so that's good. It should be giving positive beauty effect. You have 2. I saw that in the overlay. Awful quality dining chair, so that's not good. It would be nice to improve that, I suppose. There's a good quality one. Superior there. Poor. Good. Shoddy. Normal. Poor. So let's trade this for this one. See if that can improve things. We've got a normal box there. Good one. Good one. Shoddy. Good one. Awful. Okay, so good is about the best. Let's reinstall this one in here. Reinstall that one out there. How are we doing with these? I don't want the... Okay, that's a shoddy one. That's a shoddy one. I imagine that these are all going to be pretty low quality because we started with some of these. Poor. Shoddy. Awful. So I may have to build some new plant pots. In the meantime, though, I think just putting this in here, reinstalling these other furnitures is going to help. Let me see, where's a builder close by? I think Varia is one of my constructors. Gracie Breakso. Varia. Oh, McCoy, you should be resting. The only thing I can think of that happened right there is the fibrous mechanites. Elias, if you would rescue Tapir, I would appreciate it. And McCoy, where have you gone? You're down here harvesting rice plants. Yeah, your infection was not treated. It's very high quality, so you need to come up here and rest. Varia, if you would work on this. Fibrous mechanites, only mild pain. Now, Varia, you're gonna be fine. Feeling bad, slept in the heat, etc., etc. Yeah, look at all these nice furnitures that you're having in your room now. That's a +8 now, instead of being neutral. So right now it's just very dirty. We'll need to get that cleaned up, and then it's still ugly from lack of beauty. Impressiveness is -3, which is awful. Or 13. The normal double bed. Still not completely sure about the mechanics of all this. Wealth is 1,021, which apparently is only mediocre. Space 49, which is average size. Okay. I'm not sure what the impressiveness means. I don't know if that's like a total score of the furnitures in the room. Like if these two plant pots are making that much of a difference, I probably ought to replace them. The beauty will be solved, yeah, 25 times by the artwork when it gets put in. Hiroshi's getting some food to Tapir. They're all having their sleep disturbed, being inside here. Tending to Varia, her mechanites must need tended to. Yeah, she's up to mild pain. That might be what it said earlier. Tapir is in intense pain right now. He needs treatment as well. Elias is vomiting from his food poisoning that he had. Oh, he needs treatment for fibrous mechanites. Man, I'd forgotten who all had them. Yeah, elk. I just kind of did that as a joke. Alright. Wow. Everybody's sleeping in the infirmary, except Hiroshi. Good job, Hiroshi. Keep up being well. Okay, that has all the resources it needs. These don't yet. So we still have 100... Oh, that's boom rat leather. And then pig skin. I am considering putting comfortable chairs in here, in these places. They do relax socially in these areas pretty often, so that would help them out a little bit. Maria's patching up the sandbags, getting the defenses prepared. She heard me talking before we got started here about possibly being attacked, and she got worried, and so she's trying to get everything prepared, which is good. Gracie's hauling in a pig. Oh, we have a lot of critters that could be butchered out. I think I may do that. Spoils in 1 day, less than a day, less than a day, 2 days. 2 days. So, yeah. It's not a bad idea to get those taken care of before they completely spoil. I'm not sure if that resets the timer. So, like this meat, I'll keep an eye on it. There it is. 1 day. 2 days. Okay. 17 meals here. McCoy is having a rough time, having to sleep a lot, and being sick. Awful hospital once again. Wow, it's filthy. Hideous beauty, even with that 25 statue there. Average size space, mediocre wealth, terrible impressiveness. Yeah, that needs to be fixed. Eating a meal to stupid. Is stupid incapacitated? No, he'll be fine. She will be fine. Rough though is incapacitated, completely incapable of movement, so that's a shame. What do your needs look like? You are getting kind of tired. Let's see if we can get some stuff cleaned up first, though. Elias, if you would come give her a hand, I would appreciate it. Come on, buddy. I know that Braxo is cleaning some stuff as well, but are they not capable of cleaning the same room? I can only assume that's what's happening here. Let's take one more look. Got some dirt here. Up to decent impressiveness though. Neutral beauty. Cleanliness is just slightly dirty. If we can get this cleaned up a little. Okay. So now let's take a look at how we're doing here. Ugly environment still. Okay, it's gone away. Nothing negative about the infirmary. Disturbed sleep and stuff. Elias came in here, threw up all over the place, didn't clean it up. What a jerk. Okay. Looking better in here. Get these hauled out. He's going to eat and stuff. I need to get him rearmed. There we go. Oh, Gracie's still working on the butchering. Yeah, she needs to do some other things though. Eat a food there, and then maybe she will decide to go to sleep. No. All right. Oh, she's going to build the wall. Yeah, she's not even tired, but she tried to go rest a minute ago. Whew. Alright, so I was thinking about putting the barn down here I mentioned last time, but I believe instead I was thinking about putting the growing area here. Got some severe illness going on. Hay grass. That's what I need there. Check it out, McCoy. Immunity of 94, 95, so she should be healed up very soon. Rick, so if you would install that beautiful statue there, I would appreciate it. And if you'd go ahead and hold that park out, I would also appreciate it. I might get a few cents for some of these worn out tribal wares and stuff like that. Consuming insect jelly, what are you thinking? Feeling great, tons of joy. That's a good idea. We have 2 male turkeys, or is there a wild male turkey in the colony here? Yep, wild male turkey. Yeah, we'll let him scurry about, hang around with our animals. Alright, this area is pretty well set. It's not fully defensible, but we have some more space for animals to sleep, which is nice. As many animals as we have, though, I should probably throw down a few more beds for them. We could do 1 hair leather. I dropped that there. Those were pigskin. Go 2 of those. And I suppose we do 1 more. Arctic wolf. Boomalope. Boomalope, probably. Well, I'm wondering. Uh-oh. Okay. No worries. Well done, Breakso. I'm wondering if different textiles have different properties. So for instance, hair leather right here. Yeah, armor blunt, electric, heat, sharp, cold, heat. All of these. Different values. Flammability 100%. Electric 400. Okay. I doubt I'm going to remember all of those, but then we've got boom rat leather here. It looks similar. Flammability is still 100%. I think this insulation was higher with the hair leather. Was it 95% for these, I believe? 150, 150, 170, 400. 150, 50, 70, 100, yeah. So the insulation was the only difference. I was thinking that if we had tribal wear made out of boom rat leather or something, it would give us resistance to fire. I could be mistaken. Let's see what pigskin, 110 for insulation. Seems a little weird. A lot higher armor against heat than the others. It was 170 for the others, so 385 is considerable increase there. Really low insulation from the cold or the heat. Alright, so that is something to be aware of. This is alpaca hide. Pretty good insulation. Everything else the same. Arctic wolf skin, I imagine that'll be warm, yeah. Good insulation. I'll bet buffalo hair is pretty warm as well. Leather, not so much, I wouldn't think. 100%, okay. It's fine. Huh. Well, that is pretty cool. That's something definitely to keep in mind. How does it transfer? So with the clothes, I have to consider that this is good quality. The only way I could compare it to something else accurately is if it was also good quality. So what we've got here? Cloth and squirrel skin. Here's an awful buffalo leather. Awful deer hide. So let's see how those compare then. -10. I think the flammability is always going to be 100% on any textile item. So the only other real quality here is the insulation against cold. -10. And then this Muffalo leather, -11. So it's negligible difference. Mega Sloth. Tribal wear. -14. Wow. That's considerable. And cloth, -14, which is actually a lot better than the leather. Goat hide, -11. Huh. Very interesting. I feel like this guy blew up. Somebody blew up recently. Here it is. I felt the screen shake there. Oh, here's some more explosions down here going on. Ooh. Yeah, thankfully we haven't infuriated anybody down here, because that's also a possibility when I start hunting lots of animals. Hiroshi, where in the heck did you go? He was coming down here to hunt. He must have been trying to hunt the one that just exploded. We actually don't need any hunting to be done anymore because the place is pretty full. And that does take up a bunch of their time, so I may have to decrease the priority on the hunting for a while. Still have animals sleeping on the floor? No, this is a wild animal. He's here though. Oh, wild as well. Man. I suppose since we have so many animals inside the colony, the wild ones are coming in thinking that they want to live here. I thought that was a rat laying there. It's an LMG. Same thing, basically. You know. Heavy automatic weapon, small rodent, same thing. Very surprising. I'm definitely a bit on the edge of my seat about a raid coming in. I'm very surprised it hasn't happened already. Take a look at the world map for a moment. I don't know if there's a time limit on those stashes. 11 days. Some of this armor would be nice to have. The shield belt would be really nice to have as well. Cloth pants I'm not worried about. If I remember correctly though, there was no information on what is guarding that. Green Boar Asiotra, one of those dead. We want to make friends with Veruvia, and I think this is the one that they wanted. A bunch of silver as a reward for that, but that doesn't mean anything to me because, oh, 2 days for this. It's a bunch of weapons that we're not using. Threat Manhunter Pack. So this is a unknown threat. We don't know who's guarding this, but it would be pretty interesting to find out. I was thinking a little bit about who I would send along as well. I could send everyone except Elias, just leave him here to cook a little food, tend to elk, and do some growing and stuff. But if I did that, the colony would be completely undefended. I want to take as many fighters as I can though, just in case we do get attacked when we get there. However, I don't know if the threat scales in consideration to what we take. So if I took 2 people, went and attacked the place, would it scale back the threat where it would be less enemies to deal with than if I took, say, 5. So if I left anybody behind, it would probably be these 4. Possibly even McCoy, per se, because she's in pretty awful health. Not horrible. She has a scar here, left eye. I was thinking that she was really slow. Yeah, peg leg, what I was looking at. Oh, all of these enhancements are from the mechanites there. Gracie here is pretty good. Hiroshi is actually a decent, decent health. He's a careful shooter, which means he's slower at shooting, but he's more accurate. Not very skilled though. Maybe I should leave him on hunting, take everybody down a notch so that he's practicing pretty regularly. Because Gracie is fairly highly skilled to peer as well. Brexo isn't too bad. So Gracie I would definitely take. Varia probably for her melee specialty. See, he doesn't even have a social skill, and she doesn't either, so I can't send them as a trading party. McCoy I don't think has social either. 4 is pretty little. Elias, is he? No, 4, 6. Okay, Tapir and Brigso are my 2 talkers. But that's not a trading opportunity anyways. We're going there to just collect loot, basically. That'll probably be next episode. I'll try to get a group going. So Gracie, Varia, and Hiroshi, or Gracie, Varia, and Brixo might even be a good group to send. So as fibrous mechanites, Gracie, Varia, as fibrous mechanites. No idea how long before those are healed up. Roshi is asleep, but pretty good. Maybe we'll go ahead and get that set up right now. Form a caravan here. We'll at least see what the travel time is and stuff. Let's send Hiroshi, Varia, Gracie, and Brexo. We'll have 4 people going. I don't think we need any of the animals because they aren't set for release, as far as I know. Maybe one of the boars is. I don't think so though. So yeah, those 4, and then we will send along. What's this? Number of days until it rots, based on the temperature in the area. That's excellent to know. We need at least 11 days to get there and back, so maybe we take this pemmican that's getting close here. Let's take all of it. 4 days worth of food. Rots in 2.5 days. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's try this. Rot in 2.5 days. Shows the worst case scenario. After this many days, at least one person or animal will be out of food. Seven days worth of food. 11 days worth of food. Okay. If we take all of the pemmicans, that gives us 2 weeks to get there and back. And they can certainly carry that much, so that's fine. Maybe we could take a couple of meals with us. feel like we have more meals than that, but take 4, 1 for each person. Configuration. Exit direction would be southeast. Estimate time to destination. Um, 10 days? No. Right mouse button, add remove waypoints. 1.1 days. Okay. So, let's leave a bunch of these then. Let's leave the meals. Rots in 2.4 days, so we could take this. We'll go plus this, and we should be able to get there and back. Except... Okay. So we are going for the item stash there with the unknown defenses. Maria, Gracie, Brixo, and Hiroshi getting ready to gather up the pemmican and get going. Some of the potatoes are getting pre-cooked before they're harvested. That's kind of nice. Elias is... okay, he is trying to put out the fire. I was hoping he was just going to harvest some of the taters. That's okay. Alright, well this episode has gone a little bit long, but we do have the caravan set up for next time. They'll be exiting the map soon enough. If you want to catch that episode, feel free to subscribe. Consider supporting if you would. And be sure to check out any of my other videos or playlists you might be interested in. I thank you very much for any time you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.